Boss Keys recap. It's Marathon, right? This has been on my mind. Marathon, it's back, right? Is Bungie gonna be just a trend follower, or is it something of a rebirth, right? Remembered back in the 90s, right? I played. Is it 90s? Yeah, it was that long ago. Quite long ago, yeah. I had an iMac and I got a game called Myth. Was it Myth? I can't remember. Yes, the Bungie sack thingy, right? And on there, I had the privilege of checking out Marathon.
Okay.
I think they had it as is it a compilation? I don't remember. I'm just checking out the Bungie game sack. I had the Bungie game sack. Yes. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one. I think I vaguely remembered this. There was Marathon in there. I had Myth. I played Myth back in the day. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that was what I played. I played very briefly Marathon. It was what I call the Doom, Sci-Fi Doom game with narrative. Yeah, it wasn't like Doom. You had these controls and an interface, and you interacted with the world, kind of like their old games through this interface of an interface. Yeah, different from Doom. Yeah, so I thought this was anyway. Mount Marathon is back. They had a big announcement last week, where they showcased with a trailer. Was it the trailer? Yeah. I wonder if there's audio. They had this film, this short film by Alberto Miguel. I can't pronounce his name. I'm gonna butcher his name. Alberto Miguelio, right? Yeah. And I saw that, and I saw the film, right? And when I saw this film, I was like, man, the visual aesthetics are really cool. It's really like what he did for Love, Death, and Robots. I think he says here is also from. He did Spider-Verse? I have no idea. I have no idea if he did Spider-Verse. No idea. Yeah. Anyway, there was this another video I saw that tried to explain the visual aesthetics of this. These were some of the things that caught me, when I was playing, looking at Marathon. Yeah. The trailer, they had what's the other thing? The gameplay was shown, right? Let me just find my notes here. Yeah. It was called graphic realism, and I think that's what the art directors were going for. That was one thing that I think when they first showed it last year, I can't remember. Last year, right? Yeah, last year. There's this. It didn't look like the old game. All the Craig Mullins paintings back in the day, right? It had this very, what I call, pop graphic style. Is that the right words am I using? Yeah. They call it graphic. It looked like Tron with the minimalist industrial aesthetic, neon industrial aesthetic, but with a graphic, pop art graphic overlay on it. And you can check the links later about what all this graphic realism is about. That's one of the things I really like about that captivated me. Like, looked visually very stunning. There was a lot of clean, bold colors, and realistic proportions. The silhouettes are very, very sharp. The UI is clean. The color pops and hits hard, especially against the industrial backgrounds, right? And I like that kind of direction. It's not just another, what do you call it, extraction shooter, which had a lot of the more military style, overtones. Yeah. But anyway, that's the style of the thing, and that can be seen in the short film, by Alberto Miguel. I think they spent quite a lot of money on this short film. So yeah, I think the short film is a very abstract piece. combined, to fit their. I don't know what is their law. I've forgotten actually what is Marathon's law. I know there was a big ship called the Marathon, and a rogue AI or something. Yeah. The short I think has a lot of references to the old film, and it's sort of like a continuation of what happened to the crew of the Marathon. Yeah, I like the idea of using. I mean, it's an expensive thing to have for your marketing. A short film may or may not work out, but yeah, I love the surreal aspects of it and the biomechanical character designs. Yeah, I think they do tell you a little hints of what goes on in the game where it's like
just like what it is, right?
I think these are the main characters, so they're like they die and they get rebirth. Yeah. There's also a lot of the sci-fi teams I feel that they're exploring about consciousness transfer. So whenever they die, they get like some sort of new body or something. Yeah.
It's supposed to be my.
I don't know how it works in the game, or how they're going to show that in the extraction shooter game. Yeah, I am trying to find the gameplay video. Let's see. Yeah, I will share it now. Yeah, that's how they're playing. They get. Yeah, I think it starts here. Yeah, so they actually like I never really played much extraction shooters.
Mysterious and cutthroat world.
Yeah, this section I know it's inspired heavily by Escape from Tarkov. I think Hunt the Showdown also may have a bit of that. But that's in the swamp, right, or something. Yeah. 3 players, I don't know. 3-player crew, interesting. But I know you can play solo if you want. Yeah, it does touch on some sci-fi themes, which is what Marathon was, which is AIs, cybernetic bodies, ghosts in the shell and all that. How humans interface with these AI systems. It's quite relevant for the times we live in now.
Before deploying,
yeah. But honestly, let's talk about the extraction. I never really played extraction shooters. I played the Ubisoft one. Was it Ubisoft? I think that what was it called? It's very yellow. I remember. Was it by the Rainbow Six? Yeah, Rainbow Six Extraction. I didn't have a lot of fun in it. Rainbow Six, yeah, this is what I played. I tried out extraction shooter on Ubisoft. I think it was Alien, then you're supposed to get some. Usually I have the idea, the call loop, I think, for extraction shooters is call loop, right? I think it's to get something out of it. Yeah. Yeah, you have to prep for a mission, enter a high stakes environment. Sometimes with AI or other players, you have to do looting and survival. So I think for Marathon, they're trying to go with survival. I believe it's survival, right? There's a survival elements. You have to do looting and extract things. It's sort of related to the law where the people, you have to find out what happened to the people of the Marathon. I don't know. I'm not really deep into this, but yeah. Besides, I don't know how the gameplay works because I haven't signed up for the beta, but that's what I roughly got out of the video. Yeah, you could, of course. I think they'll take some ideas from Destiny where you can like upgrade your armors and everything, and your loadouts, your weapons. Sure, there is going to be some character progressions. Does it showcase here? It doesn't. It's just a gameplay. We're talking about the solo runner part. Yeah.
With dynamic events.
I think they're trying to make it interesting by having it every run through different. Although. Okay, this is the part where I'm not so sure how they're going to work. It's supposed to be PvP or PvE. There'll be dynamic events happening in every run. It can be a player event or in-world event. I think they'll take some ideas from Destiny and put it in there. I don't know if it'll work. I don't really play much extraction shooters, so can't comment. I didn't really enjoy my time at Rainbow Six one. But who knows? Maybe Bungie might make it work for me and might check it out. So anyway, that's for the some of the good parts. I like the visuals. I like how they are trying to tackle an area of extraction shooters. Maybe it might work for the casual gamer. Who knows? Casual. But I'm not so sure if Bungie can do it. I do know Bungie is having this their last chance. I don't know what's some of my concerns are like. Man, Are they able to deliver it? Because they had a recent round of layoffs. I'm not sure how much of the development is affected by this. Yeah, I mean it's impressive. Visually, it's impressive. And oh yes, it's multiplayer, I believe. I think so. Let me check their website. Let me see whether the latest updates. Let's see from the creators. Oh, they didn't say here. Yeah, the website actually looks visually nice too. Similar to the graphic aesthetics that they had. Twin stick fire. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say here. I did read it somewhere that it's PvP. Definitely it's PvP. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, wants to be a social extraction shooter. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really know much about the call loops that they are trying to do. Yeah. This from Insider Gaming. Social experience extraction shooter. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, these are some of the things I'm not so sure about whether Bungie can pull it off. Yeah, because I think it's a different kind of game. May not appeal to the Destiny player where it's narrative and all that. It's all about loot and survival. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, my concluding thoughts here. I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah, I may give Marathon a try. If it does it well, the call loop and doesn't make it too. I'm not the guy that every week I'm gonna log in. Like Destiny. I know they're gonna be very light on narrative. They're not gonna talk too much about the. It's not gonna be like Destiny with the story and everything. I'm not sure how they'll do the content. I don't know how many maps are there. Is it a trend follower or a rebirth? I think it's more of a little bit of both. Extraction shooter is kind of I feel it's a bit on the hardcore side. It doesn't appeal to the what do you call it? The casual game, casual game player. But I'm definitely looking forward to this. Maybe interesting. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Is Marathon chasing trends, or are they too late? Yeah, let me know in the thoughts below. Anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, have a good holiday. And yeah, we'll see you in the next Boss Key recap. Take care. Bye bye.